What's going on, YouTube fam? Today I'm going to give you guys a quick look at the Union and Nike collaboration on the Field General. Before I get into the kicks and go over the video and all that stuff, if you're new to my channel and this is your first time stumbling across one of my videos, welcome. Thanks for dropping by. But listen, while I have you here, do me a huge favor. Hit the subscribe button and click that notification bell for me. That way, when I upload new material, post new content, anything like that, you'll get a notification. Then you can head to the channel, check out the latest video that I uploaded for you guys. Also, if you are on social media, such as Instagram, X, really any of the social media platforms these days, and you enjoy photos of sneakers or outfit ideas with sneakers, really anything related to kicks, give me a follow. You can find me. I'm at iAMTMCII. And lastly, while you're watching the video or afterwards and you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up. That really goes a long way. Just let me know that you guys enjoy my content and make me want to keep recording videos whenever I have pickups. So now that the intro is out of the way for all my first timers, we can jump right into the review. So like I mentioned, this is a collaboration with Union LA and Nike. The silhouette is the Field General. Just a quick background on these. There's actually 3 other colorways. I believe this particular colorway, this is the Guava colorway. I think this is like a Union exclusive. There's the black pair. I want to say those are going to like mainly like some of your boutiques. And then there's the kind of like a white, black, and orange pair. And that's the pair that's on sneakers and maybe a little bit more general release. They're actually still available on Union website, all 3 colorways in most sizes. So these hadn't really sold out. But when I saw them, I was like, okay, of the 3 colors, this was the one I wanted most. I usually try and grab any collaboration with Union and Nike. They usually knock it out of the park. There's just always issues with trying to check out, man. Just like the 2s, the 1s. It just was a nightmare trying to check out. Had all kind of errors with payment issues, and then they had to push the date back a whole nother day because all the technical difficulties they were having on actual release day. So just a little background of the story. So Jamie Benson, he's like the head director at Union, and he actually designed these. Chris Gibbs, who's like the founder of Union, he didn't have much to do with it. He kind of gave the free reins to his head director to design these. And the whole inspiration is like, so back in the day, from some of the stories and stuff I read, Chris Gibbs, he actually made the football team, you know, back in the day when he was playing ball in high school. And he don't remember what he made the team, and he's tried out, he's in the video, he said probably like a pair of Chuck Taylors, but they were saying that he had to have some shoes, and he went to the mall with his mom. One of the shoes that he ended up wearing or picking out from the mall was the actual Field General. So he was kind of wearing this as an on-field cleat starter. And because of that story, the background with that, this is one of the shoes that they decided to take and do a spin and a collab on. So like I mentioned, this is it's one of 3 colors, and this is the color I wanted most. For the video, I'm going to go over like the different materials used on the shoe. Then I'll touch on quality control. And then towards the end of the video, I'll take them off of here, lace them up, put them on feet, and I'll go over sizing and comfort and all that stuff. So y'all just stick around, and I got you pretty much covered for everything on the shoes. So diving right into it, coming around like the mud guard around the toe, you have a nice grain of suede on here. Because it's a light color, you can't really see the stroke, but it doesn't feel like that cheap nubuck that we get sometimes. It feels like a decent grain of suede on here. You got a nice thick mesh on the toe box, and it seems like it's 2 layers, like there's another set of mesh up underneath this initial mesh, and you have that same mesh on the side as well. You have a little bit of leather right here also. You got that little classic stitching on like a lot of Union and Nike collaboration, that yellow stitching that they have on them. I know that's on the 1s also. So this is leather right here, and this is suede. The swoosh also, you got a nice tumbled leather swoosh on here. And I like the hints of pink. Some guys are afraid to wear pink, but I really don't care about colors. If I like the way the shoe look, I'm gonna rock it. So this is what really drew me to it, just because they have like different shades of pink, and it's a colorful shoe, and you don't really see this combination of colors together often on a pair of sneakers. So that is like around the toe box area. And the actual midsole, so this is something when I watched the video that they were really trying to push the boundaries to see like what you can officially go with, like down to the millimeters of how thick you can have the midsole stick out. So there's actually like a lip that goes around the whole shoe for something that they really were trying to do is, you know, make the midsole kind of stick out some like a platform almost. So that's something that they specifically called out and something that they wanted to do that was different than the regular Field General. Coming up to the tongue and the laces, you do get other lace options, and I'm going to show you that in a second. But this is the regular tongue, and you got that exposed foam like a lot of some of the collaborators are doing ever since seeing that with some of the off-white stuff. Regular nylon pink tongue, you have Union written on this tongue, but on the other tongue, you have Nike. And also coming to the insole, the shoe with Union on the tongue have Nike in the insole. And the shoe with Nike on the tongue have Union in the insole. And speaking of the insole and the liner, while I'm in here, you got a nice grain of leather liner in here. So you got a nice premium leather liner for the insole of the shoe. Coming to the midsole and the back paneling, so you have more of that leather that I showed you up around the toe and on the swoosh coming to the back, and you have a little 3M reflector on here. On the midsole of the right shoe, you got Nike punched in on the back, whereas on the left shoe, you have Union. So that's pretty cool that, you know, sometimes when collaborators get to collaborate with Nike, they don't change a lot of like the midsole. It's usually like a mold that's already created by Nike, and they don't usually touch that often, but seemed like they were able to modify the midsole. They got Union on here and Nike put these little grooves in there. So they really did a really good job on these to me. Coming to the back, you have like a little cutout with the swoosh, and you can feel more of that leather, and it's surrounded more of that suede around the toe box that I showed you guys. Coming to the outsole, so this is your Field General outsole, kind of have the little like a waffle iron look, because like I said, it was like a field cleat is what they used these for way back in the days. It's like a retro of a shoe that came out in the 80s, so initially when we saw the Field Generals. So coming down to all your materials, I think that's pretty much it. Showing you the inside of the shoe. So you have the same swoosh like you do on the outside. You have the Union LA on the outside, but it's not on the inside. No special messaging. Sometimes you may get that on certain shoes, but no special messaging when I flip that open. So that's pretty much it for your materials. You do get a little football, like a little souvenir come with it. So you got Nike on one and Union on another. And it's like one of those, feel like the ones you could put on your keychain and toss in the pool and it'll float. So that's a cool little trinket or souvenir that you get with these. I'm gonna show you some other stuff, the box, in a second. Before I go into that, let's jump into quality control. So I did a good examine of these, and the QC on these are pretty good. And usually that's what you hope for, especially with collaborations with Nike. The regular general release stuff, you know, is hit and miss. You usually have like a lot of glue stains, imperfections, paint strokes, stitching issues, some kind of defects. But I looked over these, and overall the quality control on my pair at least seemed like it was pretty good. I didn't see any kind of flaws, at least nothing major that I need to point out in the video. And it's definitely nothing that will stand out once I toss these on feet. If it's imperfection, it's very minor. Like I said, it's nothing even worth mentioning. I think they did a really good job for as quality control goes on these. So that's finally, and that's good, because it's usually don't get that when it comes to Nike. So that is the material, the QC. I'm gonna show you guys the box. So like I mentioned earlier, you do get some extra set of laces. You get kind of like this pink and brown colorway. You got the traditional Union gold laces. I thought about putting these in, but I just like the way this look with the factory laces that they supply already in the shoe. I just like this clean look. I think this may be good if I want to add a little pop of color, but for right now, I'm gonna just keep those in. But you do have extra lace options if you want. You do get a little bag of stickers if you stick that on your laptop, school bag, whatever you want to do. You do get some extra some little stickers in here. The box is pretty cool also. So usually with Union, you get some kind of special boxing with collaborations. And it's supposed to look like a locker. So like I mentioned, Chris Gibbs, he did play ball. So this is kind of, you know, going back to him back in high school with a picture of a locker, basically. And that's what the tennis shoes are in. This is your label. So you can pause the screen if you want, read this. This is your product code, color breakdown. You can open up your camera and scan this. A link will pop up and it'll take you to the regular Nike website. At some point, maybe it will authenticate shoes, but right now it just take you to the regular Nike website. So here is inside the box, you got Union was here. So sometimes back in the day, when people used to write notes and messages in their locker, they would put special things in there, and that's what this is kind of reminiscent of. You get some of that, you get Nike tissue, and then the shoes are just wrapped in regular white tissue. So this is the box, the laces, the goodies you get. Show you guys the kicks one more time. Before I take them off of here and lace them up, do me a favor, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I usually reply to you guys when y'all leave comments. If I don't, I'm gonna hit the heart button or the thumbs up button just to acknowledge that I saw your comment. I won't leave you hanging. So I'm gonna take them off here now, lace these up, toss these on feet, go over size and stuff. Y'all hang tight. All right, guys, here's a quick look at the Union and Nike collab. Like I said, on the Field General. Just wanna show y'all what they look like really quick on feet. First things first, we can just jump right into sizing. That's usually the most asked question from you guys whenever I post pictures and videos and all that. So let's just jump right into that first. To me, I have like a medium, somewhat narrow foot, and I prefer like a snug and exact fit on my kicks. Looking at Union website, they said that these run a little bit big and they recommend going down in sizing. And I would agree with them if you like a snug and exact fit. I don't think my feet are doing any more growing. So I don't really care for having like too much room in my shoes. I like my shoes to fit me kind of exact. Like a sock, kind of like a glove type fit. If you like that fit like me, I think you can go down a half size and you'll be perfectly fine if you have a medium to narrow width foot. If you want like a little bit of room in your shoes, I think you can go true to size and you'll be a-okay. I don't think you have to necessarily size down on these. If you don't like that snug fit, go true to size because they're gonna fit you too exact because they fit me like really, really exact and snug, but it's the fit that I like. If you have wide feet and you want that snug and exact fit, I think go true to size and you should be good. But if you want a little more room, you might even want to consider going up a half size. It might be, you might have more room on the side, but I think you'll get more of that toe space that you may need if you have wide feet. As far as comfort goes, this is a shoe that they remade from that initially came out in the 80s, and it feels like that. It's a really stiff, flat feeling shoe. There's not a lot of comfort or support in them. You can feel a lot of the ground when you walk in these. This is no different than like a Blazer, Dunk, even a Jordan 1. Like it kind of feels like that. It doesn't feel like there's any like real padding or cushion in the shoe. I can casually rock these all day, feel like it, and not be in any kind of pain or anything. But you know, if you're looking for some super comfortable shoe, I just don't think you're gonna get that out of these. And especially with like the materials that these are made out of, they just feel like a kind of like a stiff, well-constructed, like a hard, flat shoe, if that makes sense. Like I said, it's not the most comfortable, but it's not horrible either. So that's just my 2 cents on sizing and comfort. Like I mentioned earlier, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification button, but I'm gonna wrap the video up here. Thank y'all for watching. See y'all on the next one. Peace.